On the first film, the writers would keep coming up to me and saying, what do you want, what do you want? And I was, I want a sword fight. In a pirate movie, I want a sword fight, and they wouldn't give it to me. So in this film, I have many sword fights. It's been great. I really enjoyed doing that kind of thing. We've got an amazing stunt team, really amazing, and my stunt double, Lisa Hoyle, is absolutely brilliant, and she's very patient and takes me through absolutely everything step by step. So pretty much by the time we come to shoot, I can actually do most of it myself.
I think she has a photographic memory or something. We'll show her the choreography, and 2 weeks later come in, and she's got it. She remembers choreography. You never have to do a take two because Keira screwed up.
She is more physical in this film, and she's essentially playing a man part of the time. That's how it starts out. And, you know, her character has developed into really one of the action heroes of the movie.
I'm a huge believer in, if this is something that my character's got to do, then I want to at least know how to do it, you know. And if you're shooting an action film, then it's really boring if you don't actually do the action. There's a huge sense of achievement as well. You know, most of the time when we're shooting this, it's kind of really all I have to do is go in, they shout action, I go, and then they shout cut, and then it's about half an hour reset. You know, when you're doing the fight sequences, a lot of the time we're having a full run at it, so you really kind of, you can get into something, you can get into a flow, and that's fantastic.
It's tough because we had to take Johnny and Orlando and Keira during pre-production. They had to work, 6, 7, 8 hours a day just on their coordinating their stunts with George, our stunt coordinator.
Ready? And action.
Working on their sword fighting, working on all the different gags that Keira wanted them to do. So you think they get in front of a camera and it's just natural, isn't it? It took an enormous amount of work to get to that expertise that George wanted them to be.
Jack Davenport playing Norrington, we both worked on our own. I was better than he was.
Another war one.
I know. Join my collection.
Elizabeth's portion of the three-way with Pintel and Righetti, they're exchanging swords as we're doing this running fight, and literally doing a hit on somebody, tossing it to Elizabeth. She does a hit, tosses it back. Everybody's always short one sword in this thing. So to add to everything else, we also had to get the guys trained and adept at running, fighting, catching a thing that's already in the air, timing that and not stopping. They did a great job. As I'm talking about, it's like, how did we do this?
Yeah!
The throwing and catching is really tough, and it's difficult because it's so hot. So you feel a lot more tired, a lot more quickly.
So the real exciting part of the fight is the sword chucks. So we toss the swords and catch them and fight, toss them, run. It's pretty cool. Keira is the most badass of all of us. She's the best fighter, and you don't mess around with Elizabeth Swann. In fact, if you catch her and she's only got one sword and you got two, you might as well hand yours over.
I managed to kind of keep bashing myself. Nobody else has bashed me, but I managed to bash myself in the eye with pretty much everything on my costume and my sword.
Ready, and action!
Keira, if she wasn't an actress, I would sign her up. We could give her a T-shirt and a hat and bring her on the crew, you know, if it ever fell apart for her, which it won't.
I love it. It's not really, is it? It's nice to feel like you're part of the team, and what George and all his guys do is kind of invite you into the team, and that's just brilliant. And I'll be a stunt woman if it all falls apart. That would be cool.